Brian Phillips backstage with Brian Fallon of the Gaslight Anthem.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
You as well.
You know, seeing your shows all these years, 10, 12 years. I lived in New Jersey for about 10 years, too. So, really nice to meet you in person.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, here we are at Riot Fest.
In Chicago.
Yeah. What do you think of when you think of Chicago? You see that you're coming here. You've played here a whole bunch.
Most of the time I think of hot dogs,
Yeah.
sports,
Right.
good sports teams, Bulls, Michael Jordan, and then like the friends I know.
Right.
I think of like the guys in Rise Against and Lawrence
Tim was here
Arms.
yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. Tim and I FaceTime a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We have like this thing where we just FaceTime. I don't know why.
Okay. Just to check in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bounce ideas off, perhaps.
No, just
No,
talk.
just talk.
No, just talk.
That's
no
right.
ideas. We just. What are you doing today? Oh, nothing.
Yeah. And he's a big hockey fan. Is he still living here or is he in Nashville? I remember last time he was.
Who? Tim?
Yeah.
No, he's here.
He's here.
No,
Okay.
Nashville.
He lived in Nashville, I think, for a second.
I don't know about that. We
Okay.
get back. I
We'll
gotta
have to
fact
double
check
check.
this
We'll have to double
ASAP.
check that.
We got a fact check on Tim McElrath in Nashville, Tennessee. I don't think so.
Okay.
That is not sounding correct.
That's not proper.
I'm gonna FaceTime him later
Okay.
about this.
Okay. If
I'm
I'm
gonna say
around,
Brian
okay.
from Q101 said that you possibly lived in Nashville
For a minute.
for a minute.
For a minute.
I'm gonna find this
Okay.
out where this mystery is gonna be cracked.
We're going to get it.
Stay tuned.
We're going to get it. We're getting a new Gaslight Anthem album.
Sure are.
First one in about, 8, 9 years?
9 years, yeah,
9
something like
years.
that.
What was the point for you when you decided it's time to go back with the band?
Well, when I had an idea,
Okay.
that's it. Like it's just like you sort of. Music is a funny thing, and like when you have a really good idea, it sort of feels like it lands on you from some other place, and you're just kind of like receiving it, and then when it goes, like when bands break up, I don't think it's like this thing that they think of or like plot out. I think it's something like it's like the spirit has left the building, and they're like, oh no, it's almost like you lose your superpower. I know that sounds crazy,
No, it doesn't sound
but
crazy.
that's what it felt like. It felt like we ran and were run into the ground to the point where we like just by the schedules and everything else and whatever and like we got to the point where we felt like we lost our superpower, and that the superpower was being in the Gaslight Anthem and doing it. And then because with our band you can't fake it, man. If it's not like all hard, it's nothing. And then I guess after the pandemic, I was like sitting like at the end of it, I was like sitting on my couch and I was like, I think I could do this. And then I said, wait, being a practical man I am, you know what I mean, of a father, right?
Yeah.
Got to be responsible. I've said I'm going to write 4 songs. If I can write 4 good songs that I feel are quality Gaslight Anthem songs, I'll call the other guys.
And you did that.
I sure did.
Yes, you did.
And then some.
Talk about the Springsteens kind of nudging you.
As a family or
As
as
as a friend of yours.
friend of mine.
A friend and...
Mostly friends with one Springsteen, not all
Okay.
Springsteens.
Okay. Bruce.
The big
guy.
the big Springsteen.
The
I'm
big
friends with.
Springsteen.
Yeah.
Talk about his influence in helping you decide to get back with the
Well,
band.
he didn't help me decide. What happened was I had decided and I texted him. I said I need help with the logistics, and I said I've heard you put together a small local Jersey band back in the late '90s called the E Street Band.
Yeah.
Local guys. I think they could do something.
Right.
You put this back together. That seems more complex than my situation. Let's go for pizza. He said, sure. See you in Freehold. And we went to Federici's Pizza
I know
in
that.
Freehold, yeah.
I know it.
And we got the nice thin sliced pizza.
Mhm.
Yep. So we sat there and we talked, and I said, look, this is the situation. He said, common to man, and then explained to me how to do it. And I said, he gave me his advice. I said, this is good advice, boss, and this is why they call you the boss. Shook hands, and it was like going to see The Godfather. I swear it's
Yeah.
the closest thing you could imagine to going to see The Godfather.
I can picture it, too, because it's Jersey and it's pizza and it's Springsteen.
And it's, yeah. But at the same time, you're sort of sitting there, and when your name is me, you're looking at it, and you're going, this is crazy. What am I doing here? Like, I'm watching this guy. He's eating. He chews just like we do. Celebs, they're just like us.
Yeah.
But it's insane because it's not normal. It's like sitting across the table from Batman. You know what I mean? Like, what? How is this happening?
When I lived in New Jersey, I lived down the Jersey Shore for a couple of years.
Yeah,
too.
I live in Point Pleasant.
So, I worked at Neptune, that radio station
Oh.
at Neptune.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you guys, first time I saw you was Bouncing Souls. The Home for Christmas Holidays.
When the one got shut down and it had to move into the hallway.
Yeah.
Dude,
that was a great show.
You know what? I really miss the guitar I had then. It was a black Fender Telecaster Custom, and I miss it.
Yeah.
I remember that show so well.
It was a great show.
That was the first show where I felt like we were like, I don't know, like we were like part of the thing, and like we were like the Bouncing Souls were like treating us like we were equal bands.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, you guys are superheroes.
Legends.
Yeah,
of New Jersey.
total legends.
But I know when I was there would always be these random tips of like, oh, Springsteen was here. Oh, Springsteen was working out at this gym.
Oh, yeah.
Springsteen
My
spotting.
really good friend Casey has a shop called Rebel Supply on Cookman Avenue in Asbury
yeah.
Park, and they sell shirts that say, "I heard Bruce might show up."
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Great gag.
Cookman Avenue, the last time I was there was all renovated, all great places.
Oh, it's brand
there,
new
too.
now.
The brick
Yeah, it's
wall
very
is like
expensive.
yeah, it's a little pricey.
I wrote a song where I said maybe I'll buy you that house on Cookman. I couldn't afford that now.
Yeah.
I wrote the 59 cents, still can't afford it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty. Like, who's done that?
Right.
Just me, pal. Just me. Nobody else.
New album comes out next month.
October 27th, just in time for Halloween.
Here at Riot Fest today. Thank you so much. Great to see you. And great to meet you.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to run into you in New Jersey one day.
I like talking to you.
Brian Fallon, Gaslight Anthem.
So far, favorite interview.